So in this video, we're gonna try and see if we can balance the Ursa Mini Pro 12K to the Zhiyun Crane 3S. Now I did install the extension already, as you can see here. It's much longer. I don't know if we're actually gonna need it, but I went ahead and installed it so that, I have more room as far as balancing goes. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Here's the Ursa Mini Pro 12K. I have a Sigma 1835mm, and I'm gonna have a USB-C SSD drive on top of it. So I have that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and install that. And then on the back, I have a little Intelitech Pocket 98 watt-hour battery, V-mount battery in the back. And that's pretty much it. That's the setup we're gonna have. Zhiyun Crane 3S. Now I have some counterweights here just in case we'll need it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is let's go ahead and weigh this thing to see how much it is. See if I have, okay, so here we go, weigh this thing. So this right here, right now, it is running at 8 pounds. So it's 4.030 kilograms. 8 pounds with this setup right here, and this should be good to go, to be honest. So okay, so let's go ahead and put this on the gimbal itself. All right, I'm gonna slide it back. As you can see, it's tilting a lot to the left. This camera is actually left heavy, like this way, so we're gonna have to counter that. What I'll do though is I'm gonna give some more room. So I'm gonna move the back plate a little bit so that I have more room. It looks like I'm maxed out already. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lock that. As you can see, it's tilting to the other side. That's okay, I'm gonna lock the back as well. I'm gonna lock this movement so it's pretty locked down, and that's what we're starting with. And let's start with the top balance here. This knob right here is hitting the camera. Okay, that's good for now, and we're just doing the initial here. And now what we're gonna do is move the camera this way because, as you can see, it's leaning this way. So you do that by adjusting the back knob. And I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this so you can kind of see. I'm gonna adjust this back here and just move the camera left and right. Okay. Okay, looks like that's good for now. You gotta hold it and support it because it is really heavy, and you wanna make sure that you're not, look at that, it's gonna fall forward, so make sure you're kind of holding that the whole time. Let's see, we're gonna move it up again. It is still moving to the right, so let me go ahead and move it like that. Okay, there. Stop moving left and right, so lock it down on the back. And now we're gonna do the vertical bounce. Okay. All right, so it's not moving up and down now, it's moving left and right. And as you can see, this lens is pretty front heavy. So I'm probably gonna end up giving some more room. Just gonna screw that and move it the other way. Like that should be good. Okay. Got to slide it back in there. And now we just gave ourselves some back room there. Now we can move the camera front and back. To balance the front and back weight. Okay, so that's good for now. I'm gonna lock that down and let's revisit some of our stuff. It's moving back, so that's good. We countered the front heaviness. So I'm gonna do the top again. Okay, so that's good. It's moving back, so I'm gonna adjust this again. Good, staying upright, so that's good. Okay, it's moving back, so let's move it forward a little bit. And this is, you're gonna start getting into micro adjustments here. Okay, forward, it's going forward, still moving forward and sideways a little bit. Okay, now it's just moving sideways. Lock that down. We're getting pretty close So you can see it's not moving too much. So what we're gonna do is redo this back panel and then just move it. I think I went the other way. Yeah, too much. Micro adjustments when you get really this close. And there you go. Lock that back there. Let's take a look. Okay, there's a little bit of up and down. So let's do some final tweaks. That looks good. It should theoretically balance right there, but you see it's moving up a little bit, so we'll do a slight adjustment. So now that we have this configured, let's go ahead and do the yaw. I'm gonna see if I can tilt it to the right. It's unlocked, right? Yep. Tilt it to the right. Ooh, good gracious. All right, so unlock this right here. Move it back. Lean it over to one side without touching it, obviously. Okay, whoa, it's whipping. This is probably the heaviest setup I've ever done on a pistol style gimbal. Okay, it's moving a little bit, but, and it's so awkward holding this thing. Okay. I mean, we can perfect this by just tweaking it, keep tweaking it. But I want to do one more thing. Just a different kind of configuration here. So let's test it again. It's good. All right, so now what we're gonna do is flip the screen open for you guys out there who don't like using monitors. So here we go. Obviously it's gonna go that way, right? So we're gonna counter that by moving the camera left and right. Yeah, you got plenty of room. Plenty of room with this setup right now. I can probably even get a bigger battery, to be honest, with this gimbal. Okay, so now it's front and back heavy since it shifted some weight. So let's do this again. Okay, slowly moving forward. Okay, I did it the wrong way. Ooh, too much. Now it's falling back. Okay, that one's good. Unlock this. That's unlocked, right? That's unlocked. Okay. Go ahead and continue on. I'm gonna move the camera back because it's moving forward. And then we'll test the yaw again. That definitely changed the yaw, guys. So let's move it. All right. Trying to see if I'm going the wrong way here. No, it's the right way. Is it the right way? Yeah, it was the right way. So, it's a little bit of room there. It's moving right a little bit. And yeah, we're at max here for the yaw with the screen open. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a little bit more and we'll recheck our balances and that's it. Okay, yeah, that, I think the actual, you can tweak that a little bit more, but I think that the motor should be able to compensate for that. All right, so let's check the up and down. It's good. Left and right is good. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is turn this thing on to see if the motor is gonna go for it. I'm gonna hold it just in case it freaks out. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera on. Let's go test it out. Oh my God. All right. So this is probably the only issue I had with the Zhiyun Crane S. The way the handle is right here. It's gonna be interesting to just use this just like this because look at this. It's got a, I think I'm gonna end up having to get like a ring or something. Because usually I'm used to like, oh God, my bad. I was actually pressing the buttons. Oh my God, no, it went selfie. I accidentally pressed the button and now it's going straight up. So let me go ahead and turn it off. It's a lot of buttons up there. So as you can see, it balances with no problems whatsoever. Like I said, I can probably even get a bigger V-mount battery here, but this is already a 98 watt-hour battery, so it shouldn't be a problem. But it's really cool to see that this setup right here balanced with no issues whatsoever. Okay, so stay tuned for some test footage, obviously. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you later.